Now I'm going to test the 3a6000 CPU, Chinese CPU with this kind of integrated GPU 7A2000. So we can see the RAM 3200 and 32 gig of RAM, and this is the GPU, Loongson GPU 7A2000 as you can see, and Loongson 3a6000 CPU 2.5 GHz. Now let's start to play the game. Comparing to the last generation 7A1000, now is much better. You can see at least I think 20 FPS around for this game, over 30 maybe. I think it's still okay for kind of more light game. So let's test another game. This is a Loongson 32 gig RAM with Chinese Zhigang unique IC, and here is this Cube 2 solar button. Let's try it. And Glowway SSD SATA 3 and a Great Wall SSD SATA 3 running on the UOS here, and NVMe running the loongnix, G-Tai, Chang'an, all the Chinese brand, 100% Chinese brands and chips of the CPU, GPU, and everything, SSD, NVMe. So this is around 10 FPS. It is not so ideal for this game. But if you want to play game, I think you can just buy the jemo JM9100. Is over 30 FPS for this game. So here, this integrated GPU 7A2000 integrated with the CPU, and I think not the CPU, I think it's integrated with the North Bridge chipset or South Bridge chipset. You can say the controller integrated 7A2000 with the GPU, and the CPU is separated. So the main board has the 7A2000 controller. So now it's smooth, I think over 10 to 15 FPS for this game. Okay, I think it's good. It's over, you know, the main board has the bridge chipset to control the SATA PCIe 3 or 6, so that you can use NVMe. So it's separate from the actual 3a6000 CPU. So there is a chip on board. It's a controller 7A2000 integrated with the GPU. Now I'm testing. So this game I think couldn't work. So we can see is the 7A2000 GPU controller and 7A36 GPU. I think it integrates with this kind of Loongson GPU. So I think it's good. All Chinese, 100% Chinese CPU, GPU, RAM, SSD, even the power supply PSU. Have you seen it before? Now I'm going to give you a chance for you to see and to feel the game experience for this GPU. I think it's not so ideal, right? Later you can have some kind of adaptation, compatibility of those kind of maybe the more flat MTTS80, the best Chinese 3D card comparing to RX 3060 or 1060 GTX. Sooner or later we will have, it can run on a supported Loongson, then will be good. Now cannot, only supporting the MTTS 50 or something. So now play this game around 15 FPS. I think also okay comparing to 7A 1000. But if you have the jemo JM9230 or JM9100, for sure play all those kind of games are fine. Even you use the Loongson Glenfly GT10CO GPU, the 3D card also okay. Now I'm testing the Bilibili, the online streaming video to see. Oh, it's so smooth. Even I play 1080p, still okay. Very fast, smooth. But comparing to JM9100, those kind of GPU and 3D card, for sure it is a little bit lagging and slower comparing. So this is very normal, right? So to conclude, if you want to have the 3a6000, you can have the JM9100 GPU combining better than the 7A2000 GPU integrated.